Honkai Star Rail has 72 unique characters to put in your party. But what if you only use one? Well, then you get Dan Heng only.
Whoa! Wait! What? Wait!
Before we get into the challenge, we have to go over the rules. What is a Dan Heng? For this challenge, Dan Heng's Hunt form, which is an entirely single target DPS, Dan Heng Imbibed Rune, his Destruction form, which is targeted towards AoE DPS, and his newest Preservation form, Dan Heng Permancer Terre, a summon-based shielder. Basically, if Dan Heng is in the name, it's legal. Aside from only using Dan Hengs across the whole account, we have one other rule, and that is to stay free to play. Alright, just ignore the fact that we have to use Kafka. Is this one and done or an ongoing thing? This will probably be like 3 or 4 streams, I don't know. But I feel like DHPT is gonna be like OP, right? Like surely we don't struggle in Belobog or anything. Oh, there we go! We have DHPT. The challenge has actually begun. Oh, and Archer, you. DHPT is free during the recording of this video, and is the main reason this run is even possible. We pull for some early 4-star light cones. I like to use the 4-star light cones at the beginning because they just offer massively better stats than their 3-star counterparts. Then we run past most of the fights on our way through Herta Space Station. You could skip almost all the combat here, at least until we make it to the first boss of the game. Okay, it's time for Doomsday Beast. But that doesn't look like Dan Heng. You see, Honkai Star Rail loves to stick useless characters into your team and say nah when you go to remove them. This is a built-in 100% unsurpassable fail state. But that's boring. Why even do challenge runs if 90% of them will instantly fail because you start the game as Kafka? Here's my proposal. When a trial or story character is added to my party, I'm allowed to only use their basic attack. There are also times where they force you to skill our ult, and only in those specific circumstances is it allowed. Secondly, if I have no control over my party's members, it's not counted as part of the run and has no restrictions. You'll see why that's included soon. Now that we've covered trial characters, we can see how Doomsday Beast really goes. Alright, you're about to see peak performance, chat. Oh, the dragons are Dude, Dan Heng's shield didn't even move. And we finish it. Alright, that was super free. That was extremely free. And with Doomsday Beast defeated, we can finish the tutorial and move on to the rest of the run. Wait, they're seriously gonna try and beat the Amphorius bosses with 2 characters? Well, if DHIL comes around, there'd be 3. Maybe they could do it if they E6 him. That'd be nearly $2,000 though. Unless he used like... LD Shop is a discounted top-up site for HSR, Genshin, and other gacha games up to 30% off. It's safe, reliable, and all you need is your server and UID. Just a few minutes and your items will appear in your account. Down in the description and comment, you'll find my link for a 50% off and a 5% off coupon, saving you up to $30. So don't miss out. Thanks to LD Shop for sponsoring this video. We can finally remove Himiko from our party. We also have our first instance where we can't change the party at all, so we just skip through the simulated universe tutorials. We also clear our first formidable foe, the stronger enemies that can be found around the map. Let's skill. That did a lot of damage to the shields. It's fine, we're gonna get more shields here. And we get the ult. big. Thank God we have 2 elements, by the way. We're doing so much damage. That was almost 1 turn. This is just too OP. We get so much shielding from DHPT that we don't even end up taking any damage. We can then leave the Herta space station and hop on the Astral Express to head to our first destination.
Jarilo-VI, we're here.
It really is one big snowball. Hey!
Alright, we could get... Oh. What is... Chat, I can't click anything. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I can't do anything. I'm stuck. One restart later, we're on the planet Jarilo-VI. It's not long before we face Japard, but he just proves how strong early game shielding is. Okay. Let's immediately ult, I guess? I don't know. I don't know if this is good. Let's kill the ad. Probably kind of overkill, if I'm honest. But now we gotta start stacking up our shields. Oh, skill points are gonna be terrible. Because I want to skill on both of them really often. I think we can basic here. Oh my god! Hello? Okay, there's your Japard. We can then get betrayed and head into the alley for the Bronya fight. But first, our next formidable foe. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's immediately use our ult. I think we clear the ad. I don't want to get even more burn stacks. If we stack enough shields, I think we should be fine. Oh, that still did a lot of damage. It only hit Dan Heng. That's cool. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. We need some shields, please. Okay, shields are back up. I don't think I've ever seen it attack only one character before. This is insane. Basic attack. Okay, fight over. Jesus. When I saw Dan Heng's shield just disappear from the burn stacks, that was kind of terrifying. DHPT's cleanse is such an interesting case. He's the only preservation character that can cleanse debuffs at level 1, which gives us the ability to take on enemies like this early on. However, he doesn't actually control when this cleanse happens, leading to moments where enough dot stacks onto a target that they'll take massive damage, yet the dragon is too slow to cleanse it. We take this knowledge with us into the Bronya fight. Is Bronya gonna be hard? I feel like probably not, right? We're probably fine, right? Our damage is not amazing. Alright, so the ad. Let's break here. Dude, the shields are just too big. Such an insane amount of shielding. I think this is it. Bro finally has a good sustain in one of these challenges. There we go. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like we might actually not struggle much on Svarog. I've neglected to talk about a couple of potentially run-ending encounters for this challenge, those of which being Svarog and Dormancy. Both of these bosses can capture a team member, and the odds of either of these being able to 1v1 are slim. That's a problem for later though. For now, we can progress the underground. We unlock dailies and food, and clean up a few chests and warp trotters we missed for Jades. DHPT's Light Cone is an extremely powerful upgrade that we honestly cannot afford to miss. This is also the first time we run into a wall because our Trailblaze level is too low. To fix that, I skipped through the first simulated universe world since we still can't change our party, and that gives us some Jades for pulls. 210 pulls here. These are the freest Dan Heng Eidolons of all time. Boom. Right here. Boom. She's kind of green. She kind of looks like Dan Heng. She could be like gender bent Dan Heng, right? We can then head back to Boulder Town and continue the story where we unlock relics. They aren't that important right now since ours are at the bottom rarity, but down the line, relics will make or break this run. We then make our way through the mine, still collecting all the easy jades until we come to this big boy, Mills. I was actually pretty afraid of this enemy because it can do some insane damage if you don't break. And it infinitely summons ads, which we are terrible at taking down.
Move carefully.
I guess we need to hard focus the ads. Oh, that... Oh, no! Oh, that's an issue. Oh, we're gonna get blown up. It's like immovable object versus immovable object. Both of us just refuse to die quickly. Alright, that's over.
Phew. Not bad.
Rivet Town is where we learn some hard Dan Heng lessons. While we went through this area, I wanted to pick up all the jades we can get to put towards the DHPT light cone. That means doing all the formidable foes. The first one went easy. Let's, I guess clear the ads. Oh, our damage is gonna be so low. Are we ready for a slog? Please die. Oh my god. But when we fight the ice out of space, well, we can't shield if we don't get to move. Okay, DHPT is actually dying. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, he's actually gonna die. Shields, shields, please. Why are they dealing so much damage? Oh my god.
The truth of life is sexual. It's but a vision.
All right, sick. Wow, that was rough. I don't know. What did we even do wrong? I feel like the enemies just did too much damage for our shields. All right.
I need to be back.
Jesus, dude. Like, oh my god. Dan Heng's dead.
My duty.
Oh my god. Dude, what is happening?
This can't be.
Why is this harder than everything else in the game? Dude. Okay. We need to stop. Ow. It's fine. We skill. Cleanse the burn. Okay, I think we got it this time. Die. Jesus. Well, we've learned that enemies who stop us from getting our turns are an absolute nightmare for this run. Unfortunately, Svarog is one of those enemies. Wait, Svarog might actually be, like, bad, bro. We're gonna need to go in with a plan. Svarog's hand happens to be weak to wind, so as long as it doesn't grab Wind Hung, we should be okay. After fighting the next ice out of space, which isn't nearly as threatening alone, we could face Svarog with our plan to save Wind Hung's ult and pray he doesn't get grabbed. So we should be fine as long as we have ult prepared and it takes DHPT. No matter who gets taken, we're gonna want to use ult on the other. Okay. Perfect. See ya, Svarog. That was so much freer than I thought it was going to be. I think we got the good RNG both times too anyway.
Calculating result.
Now that Svarog's out of the way, we can head up to the surface. Well, we could, if this didn't happen. We'll take this opportunity to clear some things out for more pulls. We can start with the formidable foes around Svarog's arena. Let's try. Yeah, and the cleanse is one turn too late.
It's meaningless.
This is problematic. Ow. Jesus. That was so much easier. If anything would soft block this account, it would definitely be the deer. You think we're not gonna have enough damage for the deer? We finally do our pulls from hitting level 15. Hydropard. Then it's time for a simulated universe world that we can actually do for the first time. Simulated universe gives a lot of shades, so we have enough for a 10 pull in the light cone banner. We've got over 2 weeks to get the light cone, so getting the pity up now will be nice. Right here. It's just that easy. Whoa! Wait! What? Wait! What? What? Oh my god! What? How did I call it? These accounts get so lucky early on. It's kinda suspicious. This will be hugely helpful to us, and I can finally explain exactly what this light cone does. First off, it gives a massive 64% attack bonus. It gives us access to healing, and gives all allies a 24% damage buff, plus 12% more if they have summons, which, when he uses his skill on them, they do. This upgrade is insane, and we get to immediately see how much of a damage increase it is. Dude. We finish up a massive amount of quests in Heart of Space Station, but it still leaves us short on XP. This is where the tutorial system comes into play. I hate doing these. Nobody wants to do a giant list of tutorials that they'll most likely forget 5 seconds after completing them, but I need the XP, so. And we are level 20. It's time for Equilibrium. We get to increase our world level now, to progress the story, and to increase the difficulty of the overworld. With our fresh new light cone, we're feeling extremely strong. Alright. Dude. Oh my god, they just die. They just die, it doesn't even matter. Oh my god. Oh, and the shields are like maxing out too. Alright, goodbye. 20 pulls for this. 209 damage. Yeah, we're ready for pure fiction. Dude, literally half health before it even gets to act. Alright. Alright. There's the Equilibrium upgrade. That is EQ World Level 1. And we get to go up to the surface now.
When the heart changes, so does the world it sees.
We sneak back onto the surface, where we have to fight a guy with a big shield, a big guy without a shield, and a guy with a big tuba that makes shields. As the first fight, Officer Dunn goes down super easily because his big counter doesn't do much when your shields are your entire health bar. I like Cyrene, okay? I know that they may have showed her off at E2, and maybe it takes 20 years to get her ult up, but that doesn't matter right now, okay? Because it's time to kill the hell out of Dunn. Yeah, we can take the counter here. And he goes back into counter mode. Oh, he broke though. We rely on our big damage to kill the ads in this fight, which means we don't blow up as much as normal. That makes these just a bit easier. But I think we just deal enough damage now, so we're fine. Japard marks the end of our super easy coasting through battles, as one of the rare enemies that actually keeps our shields in check. Okay, yeah, we're out of shields. That's fine, we get more shields. Wow, dude, he does do a lot of damage.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Oh my god, look at that damage. Dan Heng actually ran out of his shield there. Or DHPT did. But Japard is dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Yep, that was easy. Took damage, reset. True. True.
Know my heart and follow the way of the permanence.
It's the final area before Cocolia herself, and that means there's only one proper roadblock in between us and her. That roadblock also happens to be her. I think it's time to finish Jarilo-VI. Let's be safe, let's do more shields. I feel like we just single target this. She's not even gonna get her attack off. Alright, easy. Unfortunately, to fight the final boss of Jarilo-VI, we have to bring in Trailblazer. We throw them into the party and confront Cocolia.
The Supreme Guardian commands you! Rise, engine of creation!
Rise, Phoenix. Alright. Alright, it's the ad phase. Basic. When was the last time that we had to fight ads before a boss? We might as well use all our ults because we're gonna get a ton of charge from these enemies. Ooh, and we have Dan Heng's ult. After a cutscene shows us parkouring up the mech, we enter a force 1v1 between the Trailblazer and Cocolia. Sadly, there's no way to skip this. We then get the power of preservation. Let's go! Dan Heng, Guardians Infernae. Of course, TB is still stuck in the party, and we're forced to skill on them. No, it's gonna make me skill. But what if I told you this isn't Trailblazer? Since the very start of this run, this has been Dan Heng. Alright, phase 2.
The only redemption.
Okay, I may have made a horrible mistake.
No interest in coming.
How much damage is this gonna do? Does Dan Heng have enough shields?
The power of the Stellaron is with me! You are but cinders of the old world!
How much damage?
Become ashes!
Oh, we're fine. We're fine. More shields. More punch. I think this breaks. Yeah. Okay, she should start charging it again. That's fine, because I think she's dead. I think we kill. Yeah! Alright, let's go. Dude, Robot Hung is kind of broken. Not gonna lie. Dude, that's Belobog. Belobog with only Dan Hungs.